Hi, Chris Cafiro with Model Yachting Blog. I've got a new video blog for us today. We're going to take a look at a new RG65 hull. That would be this hull here. This is a Sliver Mark 1. I believe the Sliver's up to Mark 3. I don't think the changes are immense, but I'm not quite sure what the exact distinctions are. But I believe the basic hull geometry is the same. It's a very modern design. Again, I think I mentioned by Mark Dix. It's got a very narrow bow and transitions to a flatter bottom, I should say, and a chine to the rear. It's a very narrow boat, and it's got a very high shear line forward to keep the nose out of the water. The Sliver has been sailed in England and Europe, and it's done pretty well. So I'm looking forward to evaluating this design in comparison to the Blue Splashes, the Peck and the Mustang that I've blogged about in the past. This particular hull was built by my friend David Woodward in California, and Mark was nice enough to give David a copy of the plans, and David was kind enough to give me this nice hull. The one thing that's particularly unique about this hull is the material. It's dark. You can look at it, you might at first blush think it's carbon. It's not. It's actually a new material called Terrafiber. Terrafiber is sort of like a glass fiber made out of wood pulp. It is designed primarily for the aerospace industry. It's used in satellites, aircraft fixtures. It's a material that's designed to be easily shaped, lightweight, and very strong. And you can see that this hull, and knock on it, is actually very, very strong. It's very hard. It's got some flex to it. It's been weighed at 78 grams, so that's a pretty good weight for the hull to get started. And Terrafiber, and I have a bolt of it here, and I'll hold this a little closer so you can get a good look at it. Here's a bolt of it. Terrafiber, we have hopes, is going to be a material that's like fiberglass, but about as stiff as carbon. Before you get real excited over that prospect, I have to say it's not commercially available yet. We're still experimenting with it, and down the road it's possible that it could be available for construction. But part of what this blog is going to start is a test of this material. So we're going to test this nice new design, which I'm very confident in, and we'll test the suitability of the Terrafiber to make boats with. I also have a deck for this boat that David sent along. It'll give you an idea of the width of it. Again, it's a skinny boat with a high shear, so it should be good for those downwind runs. I'm going to build it with swing rigs. You'll notice here David's kind of made the bow raised a little, and if I hold it together with the hull, it'll give you an idea of what kind of we're looking at here. It'd be sort of like this. You can see that that just gives it a little more buoyancy forward. That's a David add-on, and I look forward to testing that out as well. I am given to understand that Mark has experimented with similar shapes as well, and this may be something that you see going forward. But that was one that David did on his own, and I'm looking forward to trying it. So I just wanted to introduce the design and the material in this blog, and I will go into more detail on both as we move forward. And we'll be covering this blog, or covering the construction of this boat, and particularly its sailing and testing very carefully, so that you can evaluate not only what I believe to be a really great design, but maybe a really good new material with which to build. Thanks for tuning in today, and be sure to check back with us in the future. Thanks.